It has words. It has words, so this looks frightening. I'll read it out to you, though. It's not scary. It says the temperature in OS, that's own sound, is modeled by T equals 16, sine 30, M minus 4 plus 11, where M equals month, T equals temperature. That should be, whoops. T equals temperature. Solve when the average temperature is 0, from 0 to 12 months, so in 1 year. Can someone be brave and give me the moment of insight? This is like any grade 10 word problem you've ever gotten, okay? Because they give you the equation. When is the average temperature 0? What variable is temperature? Good. So how are you going to solve this when the average temperature is 0? Set T equals 0. Good. You guys take it from there. You're just solving 0 equals 16. Sine 30, M minus 4 plus 11. Okay? I'm going to hit pause in the video. You guys try that from there, please. Okay? So just from here. If you need to refer back to... Okay. Albert, let's start with you. The first, if you're solving for M, what's the first thing you need to get rid of on the right-hand side, please? Plus 11. That's going to try. So I'm going to call that negative 11 equals 16. Good. All right. Madison A. What's the next step, please?
Divide by 16.
Great. Callan, what's the next step, please? Great. Sign inverse of that negative number. Great. Andrew, what's sign inverse of negative 1 over 16, please? Great. Riley, what do you do next, please? Go ahead. 30? Okay, so I can't do that. I have to get an answer to that. Negative 1.4. Colton, what's negative 43.4 divided by 30? Thank you. Okay. Taylor, what's the next step, please? Taylor, what's the next step? Good. Okay, so we're going to add 4. That should turn to 2.6. All right, so we're looking good. Now, here's the thing that gets people confused. Year after year after year, I'm not going to pick on people. I'm going to ask for a volunteer for this one, okay? So we have one side, we're going to have 2. Always within one wave, you're always going to have 2 answers. That's something to always think of for this. All right, so one wave, this is going to be 1 year. What's the period of this question, first of all? What's the period going to be?
Okay, I don't know my calculator right off the bat, but 360 divided by 30.
Good. What's 360 divided by 30? 12. Okay, so the period here is going to equal 12.
How do you get that?
So what we're basically looking for here is the number of times, guys, could you please focus here? This is going to be the number of times the temperature is going to be 0 in a year. So if you think of the way the temperature is going to work, it has to be twice, because in the summer, the temperature is nice and warm, then it's going to get cooler and hit 0, and then stay in the negatives for a while and get warmer and hit 0, and then be positive. Okay? I'm bringing this up because my daughter, who loves the movie Frozen, told me this morning that she is sick of winter. Now, if you like Frozen, wouldn't you like winter? She likes the idea of seeing the movie, but doesn't like actually living in that movie, apparently. Anyway, enough about her. How do we get our second answer is what I wanted to say here now. I'm going to open this up to anybody here. I don't want to pick on people. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you like on the right side?
Yeah, good. From what?
Like 180 minus 2.6.
No. Good try. I meant to say, I'm sorry, let's work together to get a right answer, okay? Now, it's not going to be that. When do you get It is only 180 minus because it's sine, but what are we going to do 180 minus to what? Right?
Because the period is 12, so you 12 minus 2.6.
No, that would work for cosine because the period like 360 goes to 12, right? So you're not going to, I don't really want to get to that, I know what you're trying to do and not quite, yes, right?
It's probably wrong, but do you add 12 or 2.6?
No. Okay, let's look back at the previous example, shall we? When did we do the 180 plus 2 here? When did we do it?
There's something in the middle of the.
Yeah, we did it as, well, what was the step before? Let's go back on the page. As soon as we did tan inverse, that's when we split it apart to two sides, right? That's what we did. So we're going to do the same thing here then. As soon as we do sine inverse, so right here is going to be the magic step that we're going to go across to and split it apart. So we're going to say then, since it's sine 180 minus negative 43.4 equals 30 minus 4. Okay. Okay, we go with the what's? We're good? Okay. So what happened was there, as soon as you do sine inverse, that's where you split it apart. Now for you, I like what you were thinking with the 12 minus and all that stuff, but the thing is because like it's 180 minus, you'd use 6 minus is what you'd use. Because it's half the period, right? So you'd use that, and it should be 6 minus this. Hopefully it'll work as for an answer here. Okay. So 180 minus 43.4, I can't do that in my head. If I could, it'd be 223.4 equals 30 minus 4. Okay. All right, next step here is going to be what? Okay, what step, please? Thank you. That's something. 7.1. Throw apart. You did this last year. No. Do you want me to bring your final exams from last year? Because this is not a final exam. Oh. Yeah, good point. Therefore, the 2 months.
Wait, how come we don't get like 4 answers like before?
Okay, the reason you don't get 4 answers is because you're only going from 0 to 12, so it's only in 1 year. Right? Because we had a period that was 12 and only wanted answers from 0 to 12.
Oh.
Right? Okay, because it only our period was the same as what I was looking for. But it's like if the temperature's going to repeat in a year, and I were to say repeat over 2 years, it's going to be well this January and next January. Right? So that's sort of boring as far as that goes. Thinking back to Ryan, you're bugging me now with that 6 thing. If you use that 1.4, it's actually going to work. Because like 6 minus negative 1.4 gives you 7.4 plus 4 would give you 11.4. So don't try to say it will work, but don't try and stick with this for now, okay? Because it's easy to trip up that. Right. Do you guys want another one of these?
No.
Feel free. Why do you guys want to call it a day? How are you tired? From all this watching? Oh, I'm the one doing all the work up here. Oh, all right. We'll call it a day. I hope you're